and it has not enabled us to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. What is an accurate assessment of the extent of salvation through the cross? Unless this question is answered, it is difficult for people in the modern world to properly guide their faith. First, however, we must re-examine Jesus' death on the cross. 1.3 Jesus' death on the cross. Was Jesus' death on the cross the most desired will of God? Let us first examine the words and deeds of the disciples. As recorded in the Bible, there was one unanimous feeling evident among the disciples concerning the death of Jesus. They were grief-stricken and indignant. Stephen, for example, burned with indignation over the ignorance and disbelief of the Jewish leaders, and he condemned their actions, calling them murderers and rebels. Christians since then have commonly shared the same feelings as the disciples of Jesus' day. If Jesus' death had been the foreordained outcome for the fulfillment of God's will, then it might have been natural for the disciples to grieve over his death. But they would not have been so bitterly resentful over it, nor so angry at those Jewish leaders who caused it. We can infer from their bitter reaction that Jesus' death was unjust and undue. Next, let us examine from the viewpoint of God's providence whether the crucifixion of Jesus was inevitable as the predestined will of God. God called the chosen people of Israel out of the descendants of Abraham. He protected them, nurtured them, and at times disciplined them with tribulations and trials. God sent prophets to comfort them with the unshakable promise that one day he would send them a Messiah. He prepared them to receive the Messiah by having them build the tabernacle and the temple. When Jesus was born, God proclaimed his advent. He sent the 3 wise men from the east as well as Simeon, Anna, John the Baptist and others to testify widely concerning John the Baptist in particular.